Hello Gainers, I'm Rafi, your host here at the channel Fitter Philosophy. Thank you for joining me. I am here with a little bit of Stoic philosophy, experience based, evidence referenced, all the good things, but importantly, over the passage of time I've kind of whittled and fine-tuned what I choose to include and exclude in my life to make it better. And frankly, Gainers, it's a system that works. And at the moment I'm on the subject, a short series relating to senses. So we're talking sight, sound, smell, taste and touch. This might sound smell, taste, that's the five senses, but of course there's a sixth sense. And there's no point in denying it when there's plenty of scientific evidence to show that it is true. But that is for another vlog. This particular one is on the sense of taste. And in my opinion, it's something that we really do not use intelligently. And the reason is, particularly in the Western so-called developed world, we're encouraged to be consumers. We're encouraged to be economically productive, to generate wealth. A little bit for us, but most for others. And that is part of the human condition. And to a certain extent, we have got to deal with what we need to accept, but challenge what we can, because that further confirms our own individual identity. And it's a brave thing to do, but it's the little steps all the time that make the difference. And addressing our senses is one of these. The sense of taste tends to be treated very superficially, and it relates primarily to what we drink and what we eat. So if we're to go into a supermarket or a confectionery shop, we will buy sweets, chocolate, toffee, pizza, in the supermarket anyway, plenty of pizza, ready meals, breakfast cereal, that's a biggie, very, very popular, very cheap to produce, very, very profitable for many people, not just the food industry. But right from an early age, our sense of taste is developed for us by those around us. And we tend to look in simplistic terms at something that is sweet is good and more tasty. Something that is bitter is less tasty and undesirable. Something which is sour is obviously lemony, citrus fruit, and it's a kind of simplistic format that we use. However, you're probably aware of the turn of phrase that people, particularly in artistic circles, use, and when they describe someone as having good taste. What they're describing is the singularity of someone's reference as to what is tangible quality, however it is expressed. So that is what it means to have good taste. And the clue's really hidden in the simple phrase, because our sense of taste is something which we tend to be quite passive about, and because of that, because we don't utilise it properly, we tend to regard rubbish as acceptable to our senses. So for example, if you take a cheap ice cream, a chocolate ice cream, the fact that it's sweet and it looks brown automatically suggests and preload our sense of taste to notice chocolate. Hello there, how you doing? Been a while. How's the dogs? I don't mind interruptions. Can I introduce you?
Yeah,
right, okay, pop over. Complete disruption. Rightio. Hello Jim.
Hiya, you alright?
How you doing? This is Jim from Search and Rescue Dogs Association, Isle of Man. And this man puts in a huge amount of commitment, apart from being a professional full-time teacher, puts in a tremendous amount of commitment to the local community, training dogs, providing a free search and rescue service, which the island, in my opinion, doesn't fully appreciate.
I quite agree, Ralph.
There we go. This is my channel, Fitter Philosophy.
All right, lovely.
Right.
Yeah.
So in fact, I tell you what. Do you want to tell folk about the search and rescue dogs?
Yeah.
Just a few
why not?
words.
Yeah.
A few words for Jim. I'll come back to my subject later, folks.
Yep, so we've got 3 search and rescue dogs on the Isle of Man, 2 air scenting and 1 trailing, where they follow a Pacific scent. Fully volunteers, we've all got our own jobs and ready to drop a hat. We had the busiest year ever last year, a bit quieter this year, but we've been nominated for an Isle of Man Excellence Awards with the newspapers, so
Jolly good.
for local heroes, so
Yeah.
fingers crossed for that one.
About time too.
Exactly.
Well,
so
still...
we're just doing a training walk because I'm doing the parish this walk.
Yeah.
Parish walk this year. So got to get the mileage in because we're going to raise money for the dogs. So
excellent.
and I'm going to do it in a dog suit, as you imagine.
In the dog suit, same dog suit as last time.
Same dog suit. Yeah.
For goodness sake, give it a wash. Well, it's lovely to see you,
All
Jim.
right, catch up with you soon.
Cheers now. Well, there you go, folks. Too good an opportunity to miss. It extends the duration of this video, but what the hell, you know, let's go with the flow. And just to put it in context, I used to volunteer when my mother went missing many years ago. It was hours and hours later. There's no sign of her. She had dementia. And I'm going to do a video on this at some point, looking after someone with dementia, because it's quite an important subject. And she'd basically just sneaked out the door and wandered off. It was getting dark, it was getting cold. She wasn't particularly well dressed, although she had a small coat on. And after being interviewed by the police and them putting out a general alert notice, when the search and rescue dog team were called and I saw the dog sniffing away at my mother's spare hat, I thought this really increases the odds of her being found, because wherever she's going she's walking, therefore the dog can follow the trail. And right enough, she was found about 9 miles away because she'd walked along a train track for about 9 miles. So the two of us volunteered for about 4 or 5 years with Search and Rescue Dogs Isle of Man. I think they do a fantastic job. In fact, anywhere where you are, find out who your local Search and Rescue dog team is and just give them a wee bit of support, because a little goes a long way. Back to the subject, sense of taste. We're passive in our use of our sense of taste. We are very easily auto-suggested by colour and sweetness that some flavour's there. And bear in mind that for food producers, flavour costs money. And the less flavour they can put in the product, the better, because it makes more profit for them. And furthermore, it makes it more palatable and acceptable to people of varying ranges of taste. It is why major brands don't sell product, they sell brands. They sell the label, not the content. And the more bland and suggestible the content is, whether it be a brand of cola or ice cream, take your pick, plenty of options, or soup, the better. And it's only when we start to proactively use our sense of taste with more awareness, self-awareness and confidence, that what we find out is that lack of taste in foodstuffs denotes poor quality and poor nutritional value. And I'm talking really to vegetarians now. Here's the challenge. You can go into a supermarket and you can get those nice, clean, crisp carrots, all beautifully washed and presented in a polythene bag. Actually take a bite out of them and see how much flavour you get. Then go to your local farmer's market, or perhaps you're growing carrots in your own garden or allotment or wherever, or someone's growing it in your neighbourhood, and you buy them from them. Get carrots that are still dirty from the soil around them. Give them a good clean down in the sink and then taste those carrots. You will be shocked at the difference in flavour from poor taste to good taste. The carrot with the good taste, I guarantee you, has significantly more nutritional value, and this is one of the risks to vegetarians in the modern world, that the over-dependence on corporate-sourced vegetables is leading to increased incidences of malnutrition. There you go. And all because of lack of awareness of good taste. So it's nothing superficial, it's nothing cosmetic. It's something that nature has given us, a sense that nature has given us to taste the nutritional value, the usefulness of a food, not as an item of entertainment as it is so often packaged in supermarkets and big brand products, but as something of nutritional source that aids our well-being and ultimately is a major contributor to fighting off serious illnesses like diabetes, heart disease and cancer. That's what good taste is really all about. I'm Ralphie. Thank you for watching. I shall leave you with the view. See you soon.